Hello everyone and welcome to a new virtual pet review video. In this video I'm going to be reviewing and also showing some gameplay of the Demon Slayer Tamagotchi, which is another Tamagotchi Nano collaboration. So here it is, and I have previously mentioned this before in the unboxing and gameplay video, so I'll try not to tread over anything I've already said before just so I don't repeat myself. But I'll just give a bit of a gameplay demonstration, I guess I could say, as well. So I'll be showing you the games and stuff. So sometimes it may be a little bit of what I've already covered before in that unboxing video, but I'll try not to repeat myself too much, is basically what I'm rambling on about today. Anyway, so here is the Demon Slayer Tamagotchi. Now this is the first version of it, and I've got the Tanjiro shell. All of the first version shells have the same actual game inside, so I only had to buy one, so that was cool. Anyway, so you'll see I currently have, and I've only just started watching this anime. I'm only 6 episodes in. I haven't actually met the ball guy yet. I've met Tanjiro, I've met Nezuko, and a little girl, I think, and also a guy with yellow hair. Oh no, I have met the ball, I just don't know his name yet. And also a guy with yellow-orange hair who looks like he's going to be my favourite, seems very upset and anxious, and I love him, but I don't actually know the character yet. Anyway, so this is my second run-through, and I have the boar guy. I did have another character before. This is my first run-through, and it was, I think her name was Kanryo, or something along those lines. All I know, I've been calling her Waifu-chan, because, I showed this off to my wonderful, wonderful friend Fate, and he told me that that she was the Waifu-chan and that was her name. So I don't actually remember her real name. I've just been calling her Waifu-chan. Anyway, I've got Ball Guy. So throughout the day, when you have your character, you will actually be approached and given missions by the Crow, which is the same as the anime. And then you'll have to be you have these missions, and you'll basically be approached by this demon here. And then to fight the demon, you just press A, and you defeat the demon, which is pretty cool, and I really like that. You'll also, throughout the day, get, and this is the same as the Avachi, which is the Evangelion collaboration Tamagotchi, where you'll get just animations throughout the day, and pressing a button cancels out of them, and they'll basically show characters from the series, the Demon Slayer. And it's pretty cool. I like how much thought went into this. It feels like just a little bit more of a step from the Avachi, especially with the demons coming in and attacking, how you have to actually go through those missions. So it seems like it's everything that the Avachi was with an additional step there, and that's pretty cool. And I really like that. I actually absolutely adore that mechanic. In terms of the overall design, I like how it's Tanjiro's outfit and clothes that he wears. I think that's pretty cool. You'll notice I no longer have the keychain. This is because I'm kind of a bit of a fiddler, so I was kind of just sort of playing with it in my hands, and all of a sudden the keychain just broke. When I tried to reattach it with the slightly shortened end, it just snapped again, so that was weird. I'm not sure if the keychain's made out of a more flimsy material as the other Tamagotchi Nanos, but I've been able to fiddle the exact same way with the Eevee-Chi, which is the Pokemon one, and the Avachi, which is the Evangelion one. So that was a little bit weird and unexpected. Anyway, so the attention to detail in the actual device itself is kind of cool. For example, if you go to feed the boar guy, he actually takes off his hat, like his mask thing. So I thought it was just his head. I thought it was like in My Hero Academia, how some characters are just wolves. That's fine. No, it's not actually his head. It's a mask, and he takes it off when he eats. And of course, because it's a Tamagotchi, if you press C, you can check his overall mood. And because I've fed him and he's happy with me. If he's not very happy with me, he obviously does not make the happy noise. He makes a dun-dun noise, and he does a frown, but that's basically the same with all of the Tamagotchi Nanos, and it's basically used instead of a stat screen, which is fairly cool. The other thing that I think is fairly new to this Tamagotchi is that instead of words, you have icons in the menu. So you have the food, and you select which food, and instead of it saying it in with text, it says it in images, which makes it a lot more accessible to different markets. You don't have to worry about it being in Japanese or any language. You can sort of give it to anybody who speaks any language, and you don't have to communicate it because it's with images, and images really are worth 1,000 words. Likewise, when you go to mute it, instead of on and off, it has sound on or sound off with an X through it. That makes sense. And then when you turn out the light, when it goes to sleep, the options is a light bulb with like lines coming out of it, or just a black light bulb, so on and off. So no text is actually used, and I cannot remember if there's any other Tamagotchis that have that. So that's fairly a cool little feature there, and it makes it a lot more accessible for people who don't speak Japanese or any other language that a Tamagotchi's been released in. It means that it's easily exported. You don't really have to change the packaging because who cares about the packaging? I guess the instruction booklet is in Japanese, but the English version is available on the internet, so you don't really need that. I don't know, it's fairly cool. So I did show off the games in the first unboxing video. I'll just do that again. So first, the thing I noticed about these 3 games is that they're all just basically copies from previous games. Like this is the same as the Evangelion target practice one, which I'm really bad at. You have to time it exactly as it's in the middle, and I did badly, so now he's upset with me. And then we have this game, I think, is the one that's the same as the dancing game. Can't remember. Oh no, it's just a bash button mashing game. I can't remember what that is, but I'm sure it's from another one of the Virtual Pets. I think it's just a button mashing game. But the third game is the same as the dancing game in the Pokemon collaboration, which is the EVG, where you have to press the button depending on what it says, and you have to do it fast enough, and then wait. So AA, and then you wait. And it's probably the easiest of the games. It doesn't really need much timing. It's quite forgiving. You don't have to remember it. Doesn't hide the value away from you. And it's really forgiving. You don't have to do it really quickly. It's not a super big reflex game. And with the Eevee Tamagotchi, I also just play that game because it's the easiest if you want to keep your Tamagotchi happy. Another thing that is fairly unique about the Demon Slayer Tamagotchi is that there are 2 forms that it starts up with. Now, and this is, I didn't actually, when I first unboxed this, I said, I don't know who this character is. The first 2 characters you can start up with are just the first 2 ranks of the Demon Slayer Corp. So, and the second one, you may not even get. You only got the second one if you get good care and you play some perfect games. And then 24 hours, you get to that level. And then 24 hours from that, you can get one of the characters. If you don't give it good care from the first stage, you will, 24 hours after the hatching, it doesn't really hatch, you get another character. So that feels fairly unique. Usually you get your first baby, then you get like a child, and then you get your next character there. This one either goes straight from the freshly hatched character into a character, or the freshly hatched character into what looks to be that character wearing a cape, which is fairly cool. So you can really, it means that it sort of expands the amount of characters you can get from the roster, because there are 2. You can either go baby and then straight to the character, or you can go baby and then into a second baby and then to another character, which I feel like is pretty cool. I know that Tamagotchi Wiki only just recently put up the evolution requirements for the characters available, so that's pretty cool. I did this entirely blind, so this time I was pretty lazy getting the character, so I didn't actually take care of it well enough to get the second unknown character. I don't know. I kind of like it. It's I know it makes the roster feel very vast. Anyway, so I'm a big fan of this. Haven't finished watching the show. I've been watching it on Anime Lab, which is the anime streaming service in Australia and New Zealand. And I'm like a couple of episodes, or maybe more than that, maybe like 6 episodes in. It's fairly good. I'm actually really enjoying it. I do have to also finish My Hero Academia though, because I'm a couple of episodes behind. I just watched the second movie and that was pretty good. Definitely better than the first. I would definitely love to see a My Hero Academia collaboration Tamagotchi soon. I'm kind of surprised we haven't already had one. It's definitely one of the anime I can see sort of working for that. You sort of have like a quirkless and then they get a quirk. I don't know. That'd be cool. I'd totally adore that. Anyway, so as for my review, you may have guessed that it would be the same as the Avachi, which is 10 for ease of use. You can basically leave it on a table and just ignore it. That's the same with all the Tamagotchi Nanos. But for enjoyment, I gave the Avachi an 8.5, so I'm going to have to give it a 9, just because I really do like the missions that are given out. So if you catch it in time, you get there's a crow shows up, and then the demon shows up. So it's kind of cool, and sometimes you'll just pick it up and you'll notice that there's suddenly a demon on the screen that you need to fight, which I find to be a really cute little feature there. So it is just the Avachi, but with some more features. So that's why it gets an extra 0.5. So I just really like it. I really love all the Tamagotchi Nanos. I love that they're all fairly accessible, fairly easy, fairly low effort. Kind of bummed about the keychain though. I'm going to have to find a replacement because it makes me feel just incomplete and dirty. I don't know. I will be definitely getting the version 2 of this. I hope that EB Games get them the same as they got the first version. So yeah, big fan of that. Definitely can recommend that, especially because stores like EB Games are selling them. You don't have to really import them from Japan You Want, even though they're probably cheaper if you import them from somewhere like Japan You Want or any of those, any proxy service, any Japanese store online. We'll probably have it cheaper because it was like $50 from EB Games, so, which is a lot, but I really like it, and I really like this virtual pet, and I'm going to continue watching this anime because it's a pretty decent anime. So basically, yeah, that's my review. I definitely would recommend this one. Definitely I'd say my favourite Tamagotchi Nano collaboration so far. I don't know, I love them all. But anyway, so thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!